Welcome to the team, Teaching with Engaging and Affordable Materials.
Welcome to your first team grant presentation. We are delighted you have chosen to join the program. In this presentation, we will go over the particulars of the team grant initiative, including a little bit about where the grant funds came from and go over the requirements of the grant.
First, we want to show you a little video related to open educational resources.
There is no question that our world is evolving. Our tools, our global community, and above all, the way that we communicate. It can be argued that the highest form of communication is education, the passing of knowledge through time. New forms of communication are illuminating new opportunity for educators and students alike. This opportunity is why open education resources matter. Open education resources are teaching, learning, and research tools that reside in the public domain. They are completely free for use and repurposing. Let's face it, ideas and knowledge are spreading faster than traditional forms of learning can keep up with. This raises problems like relevance of material and cost effectiveness for schools. Wouldn't it be revolutionary to have a sustainable form of education that is relevant, constantly updating, and completely free? The revolution is here. Users of open educational resources have absolutely free access to full courses, course materials, textbooks, streaming videos, software, and other priceless tools. In addition, users have complete permission to revise, reuse, remix, and redistribute all open educational resources. Imagine the classroom of the future. Biology students in Haiti can wirelessly study tidal patterns of the northern Atlantic Ocean. History students in California can take a street view tour of historic Gettysburg. Textbooks can wirelessly update with the most recent information free of charge. These aren't educational pipe dreams or fluffy notions. These are very real tools that need to be shared and implemented everywhere. Experience education the way it is intended, with relevance and community. Experience the revolution of open educational resources.
We just want to mention that this video was a student submission for a contest on why open education matters.
So now let's take a broader look at open education and see how everything fits together. So taking a look at this graph, we can see that open educational practices, well, OER resides within the greater scope of open educational practices. And within that, of course, we have our Affordable Learning Solutions program. And more specifically, our team grants, which is the AB 798 program we are a part of. So free and open educational resources, or OER, provide opportunities for students and faculty to design a personalized education that is most relevant for their own educational and career goals. Now, I mentioned AB 798, so let's take a closer look at where these funds come from for the team grants. AB 798, or Assembly Bill 798, also known as the College Textbook Affordability Act of 2015, marked some $3 million to the California State University system and the California Community College system to use initiatives to encourage faculty to adopt lower cost classroom materials for students. And one of the driving factors was some of the statistics you see here on the screen. College textbook prices have risen over 1,000% since 1977. And over the past 4 decades, the cost of other goods tracked by the Consumer Price Index has not risen nearly as much as the cost of textbooks. Here at San Jose State specifically, students are paying close to $2,000 a year for books and supplies. In some disciplines, like the sciences, it's probably more because we know that these textbooks are generally more expensive than other subjects. And you've probably seen the result in your classes. Students who haven't read the material because they haven't bought the book, you can see it has become really a matter of educational equity or social justice, with the haves that can afford the textbook and the have-nots who are not able to purchase their materials. So we're glad you're here and working to make college more affordable for all of our students.
So now the roles. First is that funds cannot be used to create new or open educational resources. So if you have a textbook that you've created for your course, unfortunately, you're not qualified under this grant. Second, targeted courses must be implemented by spring 2020. So that's spring 2020 ends the life of the grant. And third, savings to students must be 30% or more over the current cost of classroom materials. So for example, if you used a $90 textbook and a $30 online homework system for a total cost of $120 and switched to a free open textbook, that would be a 75% saving. But if you used a $30 textbook and a $10 workbook for a total cost to students of $40 and switched to a free workbook, that would only be a 25% savings and would not meet the criteria for the grant.
Targeted courses must use currently existing OER that are free, licensed for acceptable use by students and faculty, accessible, and have a print version available. Once you choose the OER you want to use, we can help you to determine if the license allows for you to use it. We can also help you determine if there are accessibility issues with some help from our campus partners. As far as the print version goes, some OER materials do offer this option. For those that don't, the Spartan Bookstore offers a printing service called Xanadu, and we can help you with that as well. The print version does not need to be free. You can charge for that.
And the fifth rule is courses that have already made curricular conversions to OER materials are not eligible for this grant.
And what counts as an open educational resource? Well, they can be pretty much anything that you use to teach your class. You'll notice they are listed here, however, not limited to full courses, course materials, modules, textbooks, faculty created content that's already available out on the web, streaming videos, tests, software, and any other tools, materials, or techniques used to support access to knowledge. You could potentially replace your entire course because full courses with all the necessary material are available free online.
Let me present it again. So when and how is the grant money awarded? We are asked this all the time, so we just wanted to make sure that it was clear. So funds are transferred for your use after you have implemented your redesigned course, provided an assessment, and completed your exit survey. So if you implement your open educational materials in fall of 2018, funds will be distributed around dead day after you sent us the required materials that we asked for, provided an assessment, and completed the exit survey. Then on dead day, we will then get the additional information that we need in order to transfer funds to your department in your name. Funds can also only be used for professional development. For example, if you're traveling to a conference, if you want to hire a research assistant, we've had faculty also have done that. And so it has to be related to professional development. So that concludes our information about the grant.